Hello guys, hello everybody, and welcome to my Thursday music meeting, live question and answer session, plus some little music playing. First of all, I'm really sorry that I couldn't make it last week, but I had a very long hiking day. I went to a very beautiful place in Tatra Mountains, and we hiked all the way up to 2,350 meters, and it was like 5 hours one way, and then we were going back. So I simply didn't make it because then I had to drive down here at home 3 hours as well. So it was just so long that I couldn't make it last week. But this week I'm here and I'm waiting for you to be here. So while waiting, I will play a little bit music and tell you in the meantime about what I am now working on, because now my program is a little crazy, because on September I'm playing one program which is about 90 minutes of music. On October I'm playing another program which is another 90 minutes of music, and then on November I'm playing the third program which is also 90 minutes of music. But now everything is only Chopin, and that is somebody can say it's boring, but I don't think it's boring. Chopin is never boring for me, and I am just very happy that I can play those three programs. So I will show you which pieces I'm playing. Hi Regalian channel, and hi Javier, piano composer, nice to meet you. Absolutely never boring, and I will show you all the pieces, a little bit of what the programs are. I think it will be interesting for you. But before I start, I wait for more people to come, and once again, because there are more and more of you, once again I sincerely apologize that last week I was not here. The reason was that I went to the mountains, and it was a very long hiking route. It took me 5 hours up and then 5 hours down, and then I had to drive back home, and I was just not on time, so I couldn't make it. Bonjour Sandra, ça va? And hi Nick, hello Tristan, hello Alexis, nice Hena, and Peter, I see you on Facebook as well. Good to see you here. In half an hour I have a Facebook meeting, but that will be, of course, as you know, mostly in Polish language. So here I'm for you in English, Spanish, and I don't know, Norwegian, and a little Polish as well if you want. Whatever you want, question, you can ask me, in the language that you want. Portuguese as well a little. Apolva, hello. Manuel, hello. Now there is more of you, so I can. My pleasure, Aporva, my pleasure. I will still continue to do some of them. I still have some pieces to do, and I am aware of that, but most of them are done, thanks God. During COVID times, when I had no concerts, that was the main reason. You guys know about it. That was, for me, COVID times were the most busy time in my life, when I had to, there was a big project, and I just had to upload 1 or 2 videos every week, every single week, and they were like live streaming. I mean, it was not really live, it was like the premiere. So I recorded it before, but then I premiered it. Maybe some of you remember. And I was watching with you, and we were commenting, and it was just so much fun, and it saved me from depression during COVID, when there was no concerts and there was nothing to do for artists. My favorite Chopin piece is very hard to say, but I always say if I ever chose one of them, I would choose Sonata number 3, because it has a little bit of everything. I have never played cello sonata in its entirety. I just played the slow movement, which is very, very beautiful. And the piano sonata number 1, I am very slowly learning. I played it through a few times, but it's not ready to have an analysis yet. But I will do it for sure. It is on my list. Hi Piotr. Frankly, I don't really think so. I think that the Liszt Sonata is a completely different piece. He didn't think about any tributes. He was thinking about Faust and the story and the poetic thing, and not really thinking about Chopin. Saludos. ¿Cómo estás? Hi, MT. I'm good, thanks. I played the organ many times, but usually I don't use my feet to play the organ because it's just too complicated. So I never learned it, so I don't know. Hi, Lurp Dahl. Very nice to see you here. Yeah, the concerto in E minor, it's also on my list, but for that I need a lot of time, and I think I will make analysis of it, but only when I have some space, because now I have a lot of very, very important concerts, so that's my total absolute priority. Hi, said Desi. Chopin Waltz in E flat. Double voicing, yeah, it is. Of course, it is. Especially, you need to bring out the top. My favorite Beethoven sonata. Probably this one. I also like the A flat Opus 110. I like a lot, actually, but if I choose one of them, then I would just play this one. Rodesi, yeah, Rodesi. Okay, sure, sure, of course. That's a little funny how you change the O for, yeah, you change the letters here. That's funny. Who was my piano hero? Who was my piano hero? Oh, there was quite a lot of piano heroes of mine. Christian Zimmermann, Arthur Rubinstein, Vladimir Horowitz, Emil Gilels, Jarosław Richter, Marc-André Amelin a little later, Murray Pariah, a lot. There was really a lot of them. Yes, Concerto number 1 can be played without orchestra. There is even a score for it, and in this I have it here somewhere on another cupboard. But it says a solo piano version. When you play the orchestra part, you tutti, you play on piano, and it is possible. Although the second movement of the F minor concerto sounds weird because the middle part sounds just weird. Dzień dobry. I have a question in Polish, so I will answer in Polish as well. Dzień dobry. Właśnie muszę, nie wiem z kim mam przyjemność, ponieważ po niku nie jestem w stanie powiedzieć, więc tak czy inaczej muszę tutaj, nawet mam Scherzo tu otwarte i chciałbym zwrócić uwagę na to, bo ja też zamierzam nagrać to Scherzo i muszę powiedzieć, że tutaj Chopin napisał tempo sam. I to tempo, a teraz nie dokładnie jestem w stanie pokazać, ale to jest 108. Czy ja tu mam gdzieś? A mam, dobrze. So the question is, my friends, in Polish, the question is about the middle part of Scherzo number 1. And so do I know who is it? Oh, wait. So Kocham Scriabina, uwielbiam Scriabina do pewnego momentu, Jakubie. Anyway, the original Chopin tempo of the middle part of Scherzo number 1, oryginalne tempo Chopina w części środkowej jest 108 i teraz będziesz w szoku. Jeśli mogę na ty, to tak powiem, bo nie wiem, z kim mam przyjemność. To jest oryginalne tempo. That's the original Chopin tempo of the middle part of the Scherzo number 1. Listen to this. Well, I'm not going to play with the metronome because it has to be rubato, but this is, and frankly, almost nobody plays like that because people play slower. But the thing is, prawie nikt tak nie gra, prawda? Ludzie często grają. That's how we usually see. Well, I think so. I prefer faster tempo and I tell you why, but I also have to answer in Polish. Ja zdecydowanie preferuję tempo szybsze i już tłumaczę dlaczego. Otóż każdy utwór muzyczny musi mieć balans. I jeżeli mamy część pierwszą w tempie szybkim, to musi być balans tempa. I tempo, które tutaj jest środkowe, nie może być rozwleczone, bo wtedy zaburza harmonię całego utworu. Ono musi korelować z tempem wcześniejszym. Więc jeżeli chcemy zagrać środkową część wolniej, to musimy zagrać też pierwszą część wolniej. Wtedy miałoby to sens. Ale te tempa muszą ze sobą korelować. Tym niemniej wiem z wielu innych utworów, że młody Chopin, a to jest młody Chopin, nie lubił wolnych temp. I tutaj ta fraza musi się ciągnąć. Ona musi być śpiewana na jednym oddechu, a ta kolenda jest tylko inspiracją. Więc ja generalnie, oczywiście wiem, że trudno jest przekonać, prawda, kogoś, ale to jest moje zdanie, że ja generalnie bym się przekonał do szybszego tempa. Jak ja będę nagrywał to Scherzo, to też będę się starał być tak bliżej tego tempa oryginalnego chopinowskiego. Tak myślę. So I prefer the faster tempo because I think there is a harmony between the very fast part A with the middle part, and then we have a good correlation of the tempi. And the Chopin himself wrote the tempo, so we should also respect that, I think. And yeah, Apolva, yes, exactly. If you know my analysis of this, the tempo of Etude number 3 is Chopin tempo. And this tempo is very cantabile, I like it very much. No, Appassionata maybe not today, Matthias, but like a Polish, it's like a Polish Christmas carol. A ten, Jakubie, ten najpóźniejszy Scriabin to jest coś, czego ja już do końca nie rozumiem. Już uważam, że już tak odjechał, że nie rozumiem go, ale ja bardzo lubię, zwłaszcza jego sonatę numer drugi, sonatę Fantazję. Peter, I like this piece, but I don't really play it. Now I'm mostly focused on my Chopin project, so I think that's what I'm doing. I prefer fail-safe. Hello, I think I prefer Ravel for playing, but for listening, I would say, or not really for listening, but for working with students, I prefer Debussy, because there is so much to paint, much more to paint on Debussy. Hello, S. Do you know my analysis about this ballad? There is a lot. I explain a lot in this. So I think if you don't, you should find the video. But maybe you do if you are here. Well, ballad number 4 is absolutely... Chopin was extremely inspired and make all these polyphonic moments... this third voice, fourth voice. Well, this is really amazing, and also here, right? That's really special. So anyway, guys, well, there's so many questions. I love you guys. Thanks. The most difficult Chopin piece. Yeah, somebody asked me that 2 weeks ago. The most difficult to learn. There's a few, but you know which? Maybe you will be surprised, maybe not. But this one. It's a Rondo Opus 16. That was one of them. And of course, maybe Sonata number 3, but Sonata number 3 I learned when I was 19 years old, so it's hard for me to say now. Scherzo number 4 is also quite demanding at the beginning to learn. And Ballad number 4, this is another thing. Ballad number 4, actually, I was waiting for so long, and it took me a long time to learn. Because I started, then I gave up. Then next year I started again, I gave up for the second time. For the third time I almost made it. I gave up for a few months again, and then I decided I have to play 4 ballads on the concert, and I will have a motivation to do it, and I finally learned ballad number 4. So I think the ballad number 4 was also a piece, one of the most difficult for me. Hello, Francisca, and thank you very much. I am very happy to hear that. Yes, I do love this. Sorry, I'm not. No, I'm just playing. But it's so elegant. And so light. I really enjoy to play this waltz. I don't play Camille Saint-Saëns yet, but I will. I'm sure I will. Piano, Chopin's piano, I definitely singing. What's your opinion? I'm now reading the question from Creep Face. What's your opinion about Rachmaninoff preludes? Well, I must say yes. Well, Rachmaninoff preludes, a lot of them are really fabulous. He was a genius, and every prelude is a genius. And if you go deeper, especially into the harmonies and what he's doing in inner voices, and it's really special. But I don't play too much of Rachmaninoff, I must say, because it's impossible to play everything. I mean, at least I am not a genius just to sit and play and just, you know, like I am. Yeah, it sounds very strange, and maybe many of you will not believe me, but I am not a very fast learner, actually. It takes me some time to learn a piece. And I don't know, I still don't know how I've done this Chopin project during COVID, when I was learning sometimes a piece in 1 or 2 weeks, because normally it doesn't happen. I think I missed some of the questions. I'm really sorry for... Michał Kwiatkowski, dzień dobry. Przyznam szczerze, lubię go słuchać, ale tam jest za dużo nut. Mówię szczerze. Ale kto wie, no, życie jest długie. Okay, I think Chopin was a Victorian composer. I had never thought about it. Edith Fischer. Do I know a pianist, Edith Fischer? Not so much. I have to check that. Reza Bagus, of course not. Spring Waltz is the infamous. It's a very famous, famous not Chopin piece, and all the world knows that it's not Chopin. Does Chopin have a favorite Beethoven sonata? Yes, he had the sonata with the funeral march. That was Chopin's favorite Beethoven sonata. And guys, since I have to go in 6 minutes, I'm telling you already now, in 6 minutes I have to switch to Facebook, because on my Facebook fan page, maybe you know, maybe you don't, but I have Facebook fan page which has like, I don't know, 35,000 fans, but a lot of them are Polish, and I speak Polish there. And if you want to find me, then I'm not Greg there, but I'm Grzegorz, like my original name. Then you can find. But then I also have this kind of question and answer, which starts in 5 minutes, but there I mostly speak Polish. I love Camille Saint-Saëns. I think he's one of the greatest French composer, and he was composing in my favorite period of music in general. So I prefer him than even Debussy, even though Debussy was a great genius and he a revolutionist, and he puts the music into a different direction, of course, different, completely like destroyed everything that was before, and I love him, but I think I prefer to listen to Camille Saint-Saëns actually. Hi, fail safe again, and that's a beautiful question. There are some pieces like that, and I cried a few times on stage, and one of the pieces I cried was this. Actually, Schubert makes me cry very often, or some of his sonatas, sonata slow movement of B flat major sonata 960, and Schubert makes me cry. Hi Amy, well, I would love to do this, and I think I'm closer and closer to that, but I definitely need some good agent, manager there to help me, because I can't do it myself. Barcarolle Opus 60 is a different dimension. It's one of my favorite pieces of Chopin. So, but my favorite ballade is number 4. That's definitely. Rodesi, I think that this question was already asked once, and it will be very difficult for me because I'm not a singer. Hi Piotr, again, I think B major in Chopin's music is the love key. It's about love. Hi Michalidaki. It's a beautiful nocturne. Definitely I have an advice for you. Learn the right hand alone first, and just very slowly read all the notes, and just have only right hand in your head first, and then put it together. Hi Zach Power. Nika Cox. Oh, hi. Yeah, sure I can, and this is a very nice to hear. And well, I've been in New York City many times. I played in Carnegie Hall back in 2013, and I hope I will come back. Tips for Bach French Suite number 1. Oh, it's such a long answer that I don't think I have time now, because I have to leave in 2 minutes. But maybe next week I love this piece, and I think, well, very short. Give every single movement, every single dance its own spirit, so that it's not boring. Every dance has different tempo and different character, and you have to do it. Technical difficulty of Barcarolle is much less than ballades, because in technical difficulty of Barcarolle, but musical it's a very difficult piece. But technically, basically you don't have fast passages, so the technique is chords and legato, and of course it's very difficult, but not as difficult as any of the ballads. Hi, Ali Gurbanov. Yes, it is possible. If there is a gradation of the sound and if the pianist is sensitive, he can try to make it sound well, but I'm not a very big fan of this. Adam Kohajda, hello. Well, maybe some waltzes, posthumous. Odrodzenie, RP, witam. Myślę, że to będzie trudne, żeby ją grać naprawdę dobrze, ale pasja na pewno w tym pomaga. Rodesy, I think there are some, but we will never know. Guys, I really have to go now because there is there is a Facebook waiting for me, my live meeting on Facebook. So I really have to go. I can't be late there. So, but next week I will play for you. Now I will probably start from playing because now there were so many questions I wanted to answer all of you. If I have an answer, I'm sorry, and be here next week the same time and start with these questions, then I will try answer you. Thursday, okay? Thursday, the same day, the same time. I will be there, here. Bye-bye now, and I really have to go. Thanks for being here.